Oh Lord. Now why? Oh. Definitely some glass right here. Definitely forgot about that. Oh, hey Chloe. I'm so sorry. You just had to see my whole backside. Ooh. All right. We about to get cooking because Don P is on his way home a little earlier. Ugh, please excuse the belly and stuff like that. Okay, anyways. I did some cleaning. I washed the dishes. I got a nice little candle burning. Y'all see my plant right there. Yeah, we finna get the chefing it up. Let's see. Ow! Okay. Alright, so first I'm about to go ahead and start boiling these eggs. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do 3 eggs. We're gonna like soft to medium boil them. So put them on this back eye right here. Oh my goodness. This shirt is a little bit too cropped. Oh, I still have this bow in my hair that the girls put in there. Anywho, we're gonna take that out. Sip it on a little drink. You know the use, you know the deal, you know the deal. I done closed the dishwasher. I need to use it. Actually. Hello. Ronteo. Okay. I'm gonna do it like this so that y'all can like see what I'm doing. I have all my stuff over here. So firstly, I keep on, you know what? I should have been a little bit more prepared, and now I keep on having to, you know what? I'm gonna just use this knife. I keep having to open the thing. Okay, so I'm making some ramen. I'll show y'all what I'm using. So this is how I like to do my ramen. I have some eggs boiling. Got 3 eggs boiling. What I'm about to chop up right now is some green onion, some white onion. This is what I had in my refrigerator already. I'm about to mix up some garlic. And that's gonna be, I guess, all the veggies or whatever that I'm putting in there. So that's what I'm about to cut up now. And that's what I'm gonna add into the ramen. So yeah. Like a simple way to elevate the top ramen that you get is so good. This adds extra flavor and stuff to it. And Donkey loves it. I love it. Yeah. We got some garlic cloves. I personally love garlic. Yes, hit the thumbs up, double tap, all that good jazz. You know, I gotta hold her down for Lissa B because she's busy working and stuff like that. I know I got this big knife and it might seem a little scary. I also have like I have a mincer, like for my garlic. I have something that I like roll like this, and then so that peels the garlic, and then I also have the thing that you like squeeze through it, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like user error, but I feel like I prefer to just do it by hand. Call me crazy, but I do. I like to just mince up my garlic by hand because I feel like it's less of a hassle for me personally. So this is how I peel my garlic. How you see me just slice it down the middle. And then I just like peel the skin off. And that's how I do it. This dish is really simple. It really does not take long. You know, ramen noodles only take a few minutes to boil. So all that I'm like fancying up is the sauce that I'm making with it. It is a butter sauce, so like, yeah. I pretty much use the same seasonings in my sauce slash soup mixture that I would use like as if I was making like a seafood boil. So yeah. And don't get scared about the fact that I'm using butter. Oh my gosh, I just don't like the lighting in my kitchen because it just makes me look so like oily and greasy. Okay, these are 3 cloves. I'm probably gonna just do like 2 more because I am gonna make some for the girls. Oh shoot. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 cloves in total. How's everybody's day today? I had a really great day. I must say, I was busy all day today. I felt like I actually did something. Like I feel so accomplished when I have like a productive day and I actually wasn't being like lazy or anything like that. 'Cause if I'm not working, if I'm at home, I'll just stay in the bed or something like that. Okay. See, this might seem tedious, but I feel like the little roller that I have to like roll off the garlic skin or whatever, I just don't feel like it does like a good job. I feel like it's just a lot. So I just peel it, like split it in half, then peel it. And I cut off the little end part, this little piece. I cut that off. So now I'm trying to rush because Don P's gonna be here like pretty soon. I usually time making my stuff like really good when it comes to like if I'm cooking or something. But he was like, oh, I'm on the way home. And I was like, oh, snap. I also don't have my ring on. I just finished cleaning, like I said. So I just feel like lately I haven't been having it on. But don't be alarmed. I just, you know, then you just like smash them down like this. Boom. And don't worry, I'm going to dump that stuff off the, what you call it. So I'm doing green onion, if y'all did not see. So I'm just mincing up my garlic right now. Eggs won't take long because they're gonna be soft boiled. I've made this probably like twice now. First time I did it, I did not have the protein that I'm using tonight, which is going to be shrimp. I just had like sausages, which I guess you could put in there. You can put whatever you want, whatever type of meat. But I feel like the type of ramen that you end up using or like the type of protein that you end up using depends on like the flavor of the ramen. So I still use the ramen flavoring packet, but not all of it though, especially since we're doing our own like soup base, if you will. This is how I mince up my garlic. I kind of just do it, I eyeball it or whatever. Just mince it up like this. Mince until you can't mince no more, basically. Okay, get the little pieces that came off. Garlic is really sticky. This is not really my favorite part, but I really do love a good fresh garlic. You know how I do, you guys. I always time the girls having TV time to if I go live and I start cooking dinner. This is my first time giving the girls this as well. They're gonna have like a less seasoned one, I guess you could say. Like, I'm not gonna put the butter sauce per se in theirs, but this is only super loud because it's on top of the stove, but this is like the best area to like prop my camera up so y'all can see. All right, so that is 5 garlic cloves minced. You can see how much it is. I'm gonna slide her over here. Okay, and I'm gonna dump the shells off into the trash. All right, now I am going to slice up, I guess, the last of this onion. Good thing I didn't need to get a whole other onion, but I'll rinse her off and slice her up. Okay. I also really love a good onion, I'm not gonna lie. Like, love onion and stuff like this because it's like, it's really good. I'm gonna slice that up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like thin slices. Unfortunately, I think Don P like sliced in a grid. So these onion slices are not gonna be rings like I like them to be, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, when men get in the kitchen. Okay, now we're starting to get into like a ring size or whatever. I guess you can eyeball however much like white onion that you want. I think it's all about flavor, so I like to kind of, I'm trying my best not to like cut myself because I already did that. So I'm trying to just be mindful. All right, so this is how much onion I have. Usually the onion, like I said, will be in a ring shape, but we're working with what we got, so. Okay, this will probably be my last bit of onion because we are gonna have green onion as well. So, I think it's safe to say I can toss this onion, maybe like one more slice. Somewhat of a slice. So that's one thing I'll say that does not go to waste for real in our house is like onion or garlic, because I love to cook with it. Okay. Now that that is cut, I'm gonna do the green onion. Or actually, I'm gonna do the green onion when I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the sauce. Since I'm a little more pressed on time than I would have liked. Because, you know, I like to get on here and chat with you guys, but it's okay. I'm gonna heat up my pan. My pan. And this is the ramen I'll be using. I typically boil my ramen noodles in there as well with my eggs, but I'm just gonna pop the ramen in there once the eggs are like almost done. So you pretty much do it at the same time, type of thing. And yeah. So these are all of my seasonings that I'm going to use. Let me bring them over here. Okay. Of course, I dropped the heaviest thing. So we have some Lawry's seasoned salt, some Creole seasoning, some garlic. Even though I put minced garlic in there, I still put it. Cajun seasoning. this hot sauce, and I have grabbed the bottle so that you can see what brand. Texas Pete. I love Texas Pete. Me personally, you can't do anything but Texas Pete, so, but it's in this big bottle because I have one big thing from Sam's. Paprika. I would say the one that's not smoked, because smoked paprika is like a different taste and flavor, but whatever. And then, boom, Land O'Lakes butter. You don't have to use a full stick. I really just got this for like kind of the thumbnail or whatever. So I'm gonna get the one that is not a full stick. So just about a tablespoon cut off, but it's pretty much a full stick. And we're gonna use that. And I pretty much just eyeball the amount of butter, I guess you could say, that I use. But I start off with kind of like a half a stick of butter. Trust me. This is like one of those things you just have to really trust the process. Go ahead and put like, I'm just put like 4 of the cubes. I did half of what was there. And then go ahead and put that in the pan. Oh, the paprika's kind of covering it up. So I'll put the butter in there. And then when that kind of melts a little bit, then I'll put both the onions and the minced garlic. Okay, I have my shrimp over here in the pot. I mean, in a bowl. Unfortunately, they do have skin and stuff on them, so I do have to like peel them. If you want this to be like more quick and easy and simple, then I would say get the shrimp that's like either already cooked or already peeled. But this is what I have. Okay. I did get my shrimp out of the freezer, so kind of get that a little thawed. And I don't boil my eggs very long at all because I do tend to like underboil them. Same thing with my shrimp. I undercook them just because I know that they're going to cook more in the hot and steamy broth. So now I have the garlic and the onions cooking, and I just got home. Woo! Hello, Donkey. Just talking about you. Aw, cute. Getting the food together, as you can see. Smelling good already. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go live so I can show them my new latest quick, easy meal creation. Yeah, yep, so good. Okay, I just put the noodles in. This is what I am using, by the way, the chicken noodles. So at this point, I just go ahead and cut up some more butter because now we're gonna go ahead and season the sauce or whatever, the butter sauce, which is gonna be basically a soup base. And this is also what I'm going to be cooking the shrimp in, about 85% of the way. So we have 2 chicken flavor packets. I'm not going to use all of them, or the whole thing of them. Have you? So yeah, I already put the noodles in. I am going to take the eggs out in just a minute. Sometimes it's hard for me to gauge if I cooked them too much or if I didn't cook them enough. But yeah. So let me get my little thingy out that I use to like and the noodles don't take long at all either. Okay, so now I turned it down to low. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and season it. And I pretty much just eyeball this. You know, you don't really need much seasoning. This is Cajun seasoning. It's gonna be where the spice comes in. A little bit of garlic, not much, you don't really need much. Because there's already garlic in there. I love Tony's Creole seasoning. I'm showing y'all, like I haven't showed y'all already, but I love it. You don't need any salt with this because I feel like this gives you the salt that you need. And then mind you, we already have the chicken flavor that we are going to be using as well. And then I love to put a Texas Pete hot sauce in there. That's to help with the spice. Like, it gives it the perfect spice flavor in my opinion. So I just put that in there like so. And I'm going to go ahead and get a bowl so I can put the eggs in. So the eggs are currently in there right now with the noodles, but I'm going to go ahead and take them out while the noodles continue to cook. So I put 3 eggs in there, so I just split it 1.5 with me and my husband. And then you want to put the eggs directly in some like ice cold water. Directly. You said what? Oh, you got a headache? Oh, I'm sorry, love. Okay, so now it's looking like how it's looking. And I'm going to put pretty much the rest of this stick in here. And mind you, this is for 2 people, but I am also going to put like a teeny tiny bit of this sauce in here for my daughter. So technically 3 people, it's going to be technical. So that's that whole remainder of that stick. And gotta peel the shrimp really quickly. Now I'm over here trying to move fast. Thank you, love. Aw, look at you helping me out. Okay. Yeah, I bet you are. I'll move the butter sauce just until I finish peeling the shrimp out. Watching how I peel my shrimp. Not how you peel your shrimp. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, done. Just a few more. Okay. Here are the shrimp right here. Now they're all peeled. Now I'm just gonna simply plop them in the butter sauce. And like I said, I don't let them cook all the way. I just kind of let them cook majority of the way in the butter sauce because they're gonna cook from the steaming hot broth, basically. And when I make the ramen this way, I like the ramen to be like a little more cooked than you would typically, I guess, do your ramen, because I think it just is better like that. Now, I wouldn't normally, I feel like when you go to the store, you don't normally get the green onion in this big of a bulk, but we're just gonna try to figure out what to use it with. We went to Aldi when we went grocery shopping this time, so yeah. While the shrimp is kind of cooking in there, I have it on low. I'm gonna turn it up to like a medium low type of heat. And I rinsed off my green onion. You can tell this green onion is fresh. Love it. Love to see it. I like a lot of green onion on my as a topping for my ramen, so it might seem like it's drowning in green onion, but I think it's really, really good. And I just use the green onion really as just a topper, honestly. So, yeah. Okay. Boom. And that's what I'm going to put on top. Going ahead and get my bowls together. I go ahead and put the flavoring or like the seasoning for the original seasoning from the ramen in there just because. So shrimp is basically starting to cook, and I'm just gonna flip it over, and then after I flip all of them over, I'm gonna just turn the heat off and let it chill on this eye right here. Basically. Boom. Turn it off. I'm about to turn off the noodles as well. Now all I have to do is just peel the eggs. The sooner you peel them, the better, honestly, but it is what it is. And I typically have more broth in my noodles, so I'm just putting a little bit more right there. So yeah. So this is how they're looking. They're not cooked all the way, which is good. So all right. So I have my eggs right here. Just crack it. They're still pretty hot, but I can always feel like the texture of the eggs. And like last time, I think I cooked them under. This time, I think I overcooked them a little bit. Yeah, like they're a little more hard boiled than I like, but we'll see if the other ones are like that. eggs on the cutting board. See, I can always tell, like when they're not boiled that hard, it's always harder to peel the egg. But when they're harder boiled, it's a little harder. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. Because we're both really hungry, so I feel like it's not gonna matter. Alright, so now it is time to get the bowls prepared. So I'm going to, so this will be my bowl, the one on the right. I don't use all of my seasoning packet. I use pretty much all of Don P's for his, but I done poured the remainder of mine in there too, so we'll just kind of do like that. And then for some, I do put some of the shrimp like on the bottom as well. Okay, these onions are cooked perfectly, so I put a little bit of the shrimp on the bottom, and then I put the ramen on top. And like I said, it's usually a little bit more soup in here, but okay, I'll do that. All right, a little bit more for the broth. I prefer a lot of and then I just put the remainder of the sauce on there. I'm gonna save some for the girls though, because I'm gonna be making them some as well. But yeah, just like that. Okay, and then here are the eggs. I messed up the eggs because they are not supposed to be cooked as much as they are, but it's okay. Especially being that this is hot and they're gonna cook more. So I prefer the crunchy bits of the thing a little bit more. All right, and I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. This is the finished product. Boom, there's mine, there's Don P's. Whoop, 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 whoop. And it's super good. Boom. I know it took me a little long because I wasn't live, but simple and easy. And then of course, to drink the broth as you're eating, gotta have like a soup spoon. Boom. And a fork. So yeah, that was how you make it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed me cooking. I'm about to get off here so that me and my boo can enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoy this live. Bye.